And welcome back. This is a Fox News Alert. We are looking live at Andrews Air Force Base. Marine One has landed there. With the first family on board, we believe we should be able to see them departing there in just a teeny bit, getting out and then moving over to their accommodations that will take them to Martha's Vineyard, where they're going to take a family vacation this week with their young daughters. And a little bit of a getaway, we understand, will not be political in nature. They should be trying to have some fun. There's a rumor that the president may be joined by Tiger Woods on the links. He has admitted that he's going to try to play some golf and get some relaxation in. It's a great place to do it. It's long been a getaway for top political insiders and presidents. Major Garrett is there, and he'll be following all the developments this week, whatever we can tell you, because as you know, it'll be very tight security there in Massachusetts. We see the door opening now, and we will look to see if we get a chance to look at the first family departing on their official family vacation. They have asked for a little bit of leniency from the press and paparazzi when they do arrive in Massachusetts, so their two young daughters can enjoy a true summer vacation, as most American kids get to do with their parents, although could be a staycation this year for a lot of folks, just trying to keep it on the low key this year, but still kids having their little getaway before they get back to school. And as you know, they were going to depart a little bit earlier, but of course Hurricane Bill has been very busy traveling up the East Coast. There was no direct hit, but it did kick up rough waves and other problems there. And it looks like we could see the president coming now, and he is looking forward very much, I would imagine, to this vacation. A little bit of a getaway. And the girls as well, and the First Lady, Michelle Obama. They are in their summer attire, perfectly dressed for their getaway, their vacation, and it will last all week. And as we said, we've got Major Garrett there live to bring us any developments. A lot of folks in the Washington area and certainly all up and down the East Coast try to make a getaway in August. It's very hot and humid here, and politicians very much enjoy getting away for the August recess, although it's been very active this year. For the president, this may give him just a little break for some family time in the midst of all the health care debate and many different programs and things that he is working on. So some much needed downtime for the first family is there as they board Air Force One and take off, where the locals are very excited to have them. Special menus and signs and ice cream flavors named after the first family will await them when they arrive there. And you know, of course, it's been a popular getaway for folks like the Clintons and the Kennedys and many other political families. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any public appearance by any of those famous political families getting together. It's much more likely this will be a low-key, under-the-radar affair aimed on family time. So there you see it. The first family landing there in Andrews Air Force Base and going from Marine One to Air Force One as they now take off for their private family vacation for the week in Martha's Vineyard. Well, America's frustration with health care reform is evident in all those town halls we've been watching all across the country. Those meetings are similar to the tea parties we saw a few months ago. Now a group is coming together to host tea parties across America, sort of a hybrid. They're aimed at Americans who are upset with government intrusion and waste. Here now is one of the organizers of what's called the Tea Party Express. The people in the government aren't listening to us. And when we have the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, just 3 years ago praising nipple-clad hippies in the streets of San Francisco with American soldiers hung in effigy, that's okay. But when working stiff Americans show up to ask a question of their congressman, they get danced. The congressman dances on their head like Barney Frank did in Dartmouth a couple of days ago. We're like, whoa, wait a minute. We're the ones who are out here working. We're the ones paying these bills, or at least we're the ones who are told our bills are being paid. They're not being paid. We have a $9 trillion deficit we're working with now, and I think that's probably only the tip of the iceberg. Our kids are paying for this while the printing presses run round the clock. This is out of control. It's insanity. And the one answer, when people look at this Obamacare thing, for example, they look at this and they say, well, we're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble, but for God's sakes, stop spending money and start listening to us. TeaPartyExpress.org is where it's at. Mark, we know a lot of folks will be listening as you gather steam and get here in Washington in September. We'll see you then. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. And as you watched just moments ago, the president, the first family, are now departing for Martha's Vineyard. They are now aboard Air Force One. It looks like it's taxiing out to get ready to take off on a nice day. Much better weather than we've had, and much better weather now waiting for them at Martha's Vineyard. More on their visit up next.